Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, what a year it has been. Not sure when you'll be listening to this, but for us right now, it's just before the end of the year. And, the energy's been a bit frenetic and there's been a lot of stuff happening. And now we're just getting into that mode of, okay, we're going to slow down now.
Thank goodness.
Yes. It's been a really big year, not even just from our business perspective, but from life perspective and like stuff that's been happening in the world perspective. And but we just wanted to say a really big thank you. Thank you to you, our beautiful, beautiful, amazing Design and Prosper community, because
Absolutely.
you are the reason why we get up out of bed in the morning. We are jumping out of bed in the morning to serve you.
It is so freaking exciting serving you. And for those of you who have worked with us in the academy or worked with us one to one, you know that the excitement for Chris and I is really palpable. It's real. We
Mm.
love it and we are excited by it and we feel really honored to do it and feel really honored that you choose us and continue to choose us as your coaches, as your mentors to help you set your beautiful businesses up and to allow us to watch you flourish. It's just a dream. So we are so grateful. So thank you so very much.
And we love that our podcast community, we know that you are seeing us as your mentors too. And we love that. We love being your mentors. We love receiving your messages. We love it when you reach out to us. And it just fills our hearts with joy to know that we're making an impact for you. So we're going to continue
Yes.
to do it. We're excited about 2022.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You, our beautiful podcast community, you are a part of our family. Absolutely. The biggest part of our family, really.
Yeah.
This is where it all began because this time last year, the Design and Prosper Academy was literally just an inkling.
Hmm.
Literally. It wasn't really fully realized yet. But don't get us
Yeah.
wrong, it was a big, big vision. Really big, wasn't it, Chris? It
Yep.
was
Yep.
it was scary exciting. And you, our beautiful podcast community, gave us the courage and the incentive and the I don't know, the get up and go to make it happen. So
Mm.
thank you from the bottom of our hearts because I do believe strongly, and I think, Chris, you're the same, that if it wasn't for our beautiful podcast community, we wouldn't have evolved and grown into what we now have been doing for the past 12 months. So,
Yeah.
so thank
Like,
you. Thank you.
I can't believe that even. I can't believe that this time last year we didn't have the academy. We didn't have
I know.
the name or the
No,
platform or,
no.
we knew what it was going to be, but we weren't sure how it was going to unfold. And now, 12 months on, we have run the academy twice. We've had
Yes.
two amazing groups of humans join us in that, which has just been beyond our wildest dreams, being able
Yeah.
to serve those people in that space. And we've had people in tears in our live coaching sessions that we do, just telling us how much that it means to
I
them and how
know.
much
Yeah.
they've transformed as a result of what they've learned. And that's like, yes, that's what we wanted to do. That is what we
That's
wanted to do.
That's what you and I, when we sat on your couch, I think it was, Chris, at your house, when we were
Yeah.
sitting down there and we are dreaming and thinking about what this could look like. We had visions of making that kind of impact for other designers. We were so passionate that other designers don't need to go through all of the pitfalls or experience all of the drama that we did. We could individually and separately or witness others because we've got a really big group of beautiful designer friends. So with all of
Mhm.
these things that have happened that we have personally experienced or watched very close friends experience. And we were like, no, there has got to be a way where we can deliver our knowledge in a package with a little bow where people can feel really loved and supported and nurtured and not have to have such a big barrier or have any of the issues that we had.
Yeah.
Really, they
And
are avoidable.
yeah, and we consider ourselves pretty lucky in terms of the group of people we have in our lives, in our
Mm.
friendship circle. And I remember one time we all went to a business function. I can't remember what it was, but it was just some business function we're all interested in. And I think the facilitator of this function was like, oh, okay, so you all come together. And so what do you do? I'm a designer. What do you do? I'm a designer. What do you do? Oh, I'm an interior designer. What do you do? I'm an interior designer. Oh, and you? I'm an artist. And you know, it was like photography. It was really funny that we all had that same
Yeah.
kind of creative career path, and we've all come together. So
Mm,
it's quite beautiful.
absolutely.
Yeah, we just wanted to give you a big hug, a big virtual hug, a big audio hug or visual hug if you're on our YouTube channel watching, and say how much we love you and thank you for supporting us as well.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Thanks for helping us. Our podcast community has given us the courage to do what we do now on the
Yeah.
daily with the rest of our business. So, massive, massive thank you to you all. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we wanted to give you some tips and some ideas for you to get ready for the new year. So
Yep.
designers, get ready. It's going to be an
Mm.
amazing year, 2022. It's just got a good sound about it, doesn't it? All those
Yep.
twos.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. We love a
Yeah.
bit of numerology.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, the end of year is just a really good time for reflection. It's a really good time to, plan ahead a bit and just to sit with yourself and go, okay, what happened? What happened last year and what's going to happen next year?
Yeah, absolutely. And we think that reflection is key to continued growth
Mm.
because with reflection comes what we did really well and also what we could do to improve. And we're wanting to see those gaps. We're wanting to actually constructively look at where we could improve our business. So reflection does that for us. And for us, it's really important to take the time to do that because often the momentum at the end of this year, like Chris said, this frenetic end of the year,
Mm.
often that frenetic energy builds so much momentum that we land in the next year without having had a chance to reflect. And then when we get to that point, we're like, okay, well, we'll do some reflection now. And it's almost like the momentum starts to build for the next year and it's a missed opportunity. There's some strategies that we'd like to share with you today to actually allow you to stop, take stock, check out the year that's been, celebrate the wins, and also look for areas or room for improvement.
But we've got some suggestions for you, and there are a lot of these kind of end of year roundups out
Hmm.
there online, but this is our take on it, specifically for designers and what we found helpful. So we want you to carve out a little bit of time sometime over the New Year's little break. Just tuck yourself away, get yourself away from the friends and family, and get a journal and start thinking about some of this stuff.
So the first thing that we do, and it's a little bit different, like Chris said, which we really love. The first
Mm.
thing is list 5 things that you did that were courageous this year. And have a really good think about that because so much that we do in business is courageous. But think of just 5, your top 5 things where you were courageous. And we actually challenge you to stop at 5. We think you'll keep going on and on and on and on. And don't stop. Don't stop. But just the top 5. What
Yeah.
what are those? Yeah.
Well, they can be little acts of courage or big acts of courage, but we're betting that you did lots of courageous things this year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
courage is a really important word to us. It's one of our core values words. We stand by it in our business, and we're here to help other people be courageous as well in their businesses. We're here to help designers be courageous in their businesses. So if you come up with some things, big or small, we'd love to hear from you as well. Tell us what you did that was
Yeah.
courageous this year.
And we could kick it off with I am a business owner,
Yeah.
number 1. I did that this year. I owned a business. I ran a business in 2021. Number 1 thing to be courageous. That is so courageous. So
So
you can
courageous.
see how acts of courage are really daily in a design, in any business, but in our world, in the graphic design world and web design world, being in business is courageous. So we just want to really get you to think about how not everybody can do that and you are doing it. So
Hmm.
these beautiful acts of courage are happening daily and to actually go, okay, I did that and that and that and that and really celebrate that you've been courageous.
Mm. So another thing we want you to think about is in 2022, list 5 things that will require even more courage in 2022? Think
Yes.
about that one.
Yeah. Like it could be that client that you've never had the courage to approach, that dream client, and you're going to send them a beautiful direct mail campaign, or you're going to slip into their DMs or something. What is it? It might be your first hire. That
Mm.
could be your act of courage, a big act of courage for
Mm.
next year. So it could look different for all of you. So have a think about what that might
Yeah.
be.
It could be that you're going to show up on stories for the first time, or you're going to do your first reel. It could be something like that, even. But so you've already been courageous. We know that you have in 2021. So what are you going to do that's even more courageous
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
2022? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This next one we've talked about before. It's really dear to our hearts. We want you to celebrate your wins. That
Mm.
is important. Again, that momentum, that crazy momentum just takes us along and we ride that wave of momentum and we forget to stop and actually say, hey, I've just worked on this amazing project, or I've got in a first big brand, or my first client ever, or whatever the case may be. And we forget to actually celebrate that. You don't have to celebrate in a massive way. It might just be a tiny way, but whatever it is, take yourself off to a restaurant and order the cocktail or mocktail or whatever you want and sit there and cheers yourself because you did that. That's all you. So celebrate what you've done and what you've achieved.
Yeah, you need to go out and have a little celebration, because as solopreneurs, we tend not to. We don't have the
Yeah.
Christmas parties and that sort of thing. We talked about this on a podcast last year, actually, about what you should be doing to celebrate you. But it could be something really small that you're celebrating. Like it might be that you opened a bank account for your business. Like that's a really beautiful win to celebrate. So make sure you're celebrating your wins at the end of
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely do that. And the last one is something that Chris and I have done for the last 2 years, and that we take a single word with us as our intention, as our attitude and our focus for the year ahead. So we
Mm.
don't do the big, what is it when you do at the end of
Setting New
the
Year's
New
resolutions.
Year's resolutions? We don't do New Year's resolutions. We have an intention for that year, and we've distilled it down thanks to one of our beautiful coaches. She did this: take a single word. And what is that single word, that beautiful word that you are wanting to take into the new year for your life and for your business? What is it?
What is the energy of the year going to be for
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. So last year for us, our single word was ease. And everything we did, we asked the question, does that feel easy? Does that create ease? We were seeking ease with every major and minor decision that we were making. It had to have an element of ease to it. So it's
Mm.
this really beautiful gauge that you can set with this single word. The year before that,
Mm.
it was fun. Are we having fun? And then every interaction that we had, and we have the beautiful benefit of being in a business together where we're in a partnership and we get to actually speak to each other pretty much on the daily. And we got to say to each other, okay, see you later. We have our tasks to do. Have fun. Have fun. Are
Mm.
you having fun? And if things felt heavy and they didn't feel fun, we would address it because that was our intention for that year. So we had to choose a word for this year. Well, not had to, wanted to,
Mhm.
excited by it. Got excited to choose our single word. And it's harder than you think. So
Mhm.
let us know how you go. We hope that you do something like this. Let us know. We'd love to know what your word is.
Yes,
I'm going
please
to do a
tell
little
us.
drum roll and I'm going to let Chris
Brrr.
reveal it. That's it. I can't do the drum roll. So, Chris, our
Yeah,
word for 2022 is.
it is attraction. Now,
Yay!
so it is not just the word attraction, though. So what we're looking at is we've got ATTR and then in capitals, action. So we're really focusing on the action part of attraction as well, because we believe that in order to have attraction, you actually do need to have inspired action. So we're really
Yeah.
excited about this word.
Such a
Yeah.
cool word. So cool. It's two.
Yes, it's actually two. Two for the
It's
price of
actually
one.
two for the price of one. And so we were just like, giggling Gerties at this because it was just so much fun. And it really is beautiful for us, for Design and Prosper going into 2022 with this word and really making sure that our intention is really honored around this word for you, our beautiful community, moving forward. So, yeah, we're so
Yeah.
excited by it.
And for us, showing up with inspired action is really important. Tapping into our gut instincts, asking for guidance. Also, the whole idea of attraction is really important to us as well, not just from a monetary sense, but attracting beautiful people into our lives, attracting great ideas and new ways of doing things, learning about new things. There's so many things that we can unpack with the word attraction. But we are really keen to do a lot of action, but action that doesn't feel like work, like that's what we have discovered this year with our ease word. Compared to how we were working this time last year, we are in such a much better place in terms of ease. And I really do believe that word has helped us. Like, what would this look like if it was easy? It really did help us to have that focus because we're working less now and we're ditching things if they don't feel easy. We like to be challenged, don't get us wrong, but it's just having that sense of ease and flow to the work that we're doing is really important to us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the same with like action. We want to do great actions in the world. We want to get out there and make things happen. And so get ready for 2022. We've got stuff to make happen.
Yeah, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And I think as well, there's a little bit of like compound interest on the words that we've already selected.
Yeah.
So we'll never release fun.
No.
That's a massive part of who we are. And because we've lived with ease for a year, it is now just something that we live. It's a part of our vocabulary. We'll always be asking, does this feel easy? That's massively important to us.
Mhm.
Now we just get to add this beautiful third word into our third year of business. And it's exciting to think that we've got those other ones that are the foundations for where we've come from and where we'll continue to take these words with us because they've really served us well, really well.
So what's your word? Let us know.
We'd love
Please let
to
us know.
know.
We'd love to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So beautiful people, it is the end of the year. It is the end of 2021. And we've noticed there's some funny energy towards the end of the year. Every year, it's the crazy frenetic energy that happens at this time of the year. So there's a lot of intensity. There's a lot of expectation. There's a lot of just craziness that happens at this time of year. And we hope that that's not the case for you. But generally in our industry, there's a lot of deadlines because the universal deadline is Christmas, right?
Yeah. Or end of New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody needs everything done by this time of the year. So just make sure that you take time to pause, take time to reflect, take time to breathe and center and get yourself set ready for next year. So you deserve that. You deserve to take that time out and to pause.
And if you're looking for these prompts, we'll have them in our full show notes on our website. So we'll have the link to the show notes for you. So good luck with that. Take some time for yourself.
Yes.
Self-care.
And please tell us your word. We
Yeah.
want to know.
Okay. We hope that you have a chance to have a break and that you are surrounded by people you love and that you have a really beautiful, whatever the end of the year is for you, season. We just hope
Yeah.
it's lovely.
We do. Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy. Okay, bye.
Bye.